Hi guys, welcome to the live tonight. Don't know how my lighting is, but I just want to say welcome to you guys for being here. Thank you so much. Let me see. Hi guys. Okay, my volume. Welcome. Is good. Let me turn that down. Don't know how my lighting is, but I just want to say welcome to you guys for being here. Thank you so much. Let me see. Okay, so that seems to be good. Hi guys. Okay, my volume. Welcome. Okay, let me check and see what else I need to do here until everybody gets here. Don't know how my just checking on my lighting and audio seems to be great. Let me just position my camera a little bit better. Oh man. Just checking on my lighting and audio seems to be great. Okay, let's see. Turn this a little bit more. Hey guys, welcome to another live Sunday Night Live with the Positive Vibes. Tonight is a very special night, as you see, guys. It's Mother's Day, and tonight we're going to remember beautiful stories about mom on Sunday Night Live with the Positive Vibes. We want you, as you tune in, to um, identify yourself. Let's know where you're watching from, and so you can be welcome. For those who will be joining on this live, okay. It seems like it's my. Let me check something here, guys. I want to check something. I want to go full screen here. Let me just I'm using my phone. Actually, using my phone tonight, guys. So bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, that seems like it's full stream. I don't. This is I'm trying all kind of things, guys, to make sure I'm good. So on my phone, it's appears very small. Let me. Oh my lord. Okay, that seems like it's full stream. I don't. Let me. I'm just doing a couple of things here, guys. Let's see something here. All kind of things, guys, to make sure I'm good. So on my phone, it appears very small. Let me. Oh my lord. I don't even know what I'm doing here. All right, guys. As you join, we have just two persons here or more. So let me know if my audio is great. Let me know what's going on because I'm trying different things. I'm trying different things every time. So I just want to know if audio is great, the picture quality. Marcia is on. Hi, Marcia. Marcia said good night. Rupert. Okay, good night, Marcia. How are you? How are you? I want to, guys, I might be looking on my laptop, which might have a better in terms of reading the comments. So forgive me if you see me do that. Forgive me if you see me do that. I'm just trying different things every time, guys, to promote or to expand my channel here, my live. So I'm using Restream. I just started using Restream, and I just want to let me see something here. 1 second. I'm just trying different things. Okay. Different things every time, guys. Okay. Promote or to, let me just put my cameras a little bit. My channel here, my live. So I'm using Restream. I just started using Restream. All right. I just want to. Marcel, let me know how is the picture quality. How is the audio? Just let me know, because I'm just doing a little thing here just to make sure everything is okay. All right, then we'll get into discussions and everything. All right, we have more people joining live. Guys, please, as you come on, please like up the live. Let me. Marcel, let me know how is the picture quality. How is the okay. Audio? All right, guys, welcome. If you're joining for the first time, I want to say welcome to you. You're tuning to I'm_Rupert channel or Sunday Night Live with a Positive Vibes. And tonight we are having a very, very great topic, guys. Tonight we are talking about mom. Today is Mother's Day. But I learned something today, guys, that not everybody or every country or in the also in the Caribbean, in the Western Hemisphere, that does support today as Mother's Day. Okay, Marcia said it looks fine to me. Thank you so much, Marcia. Yes, I'm learning that just today, guys, because I thought that Mother's Day, like everybody, would have said today is Mother's Day, by far, many more countries. But I learned, my wife actually told me, and in the Turks, it's some later down in May. So, you learn as you go. That's how it is. You learn as you go. So, not, as I said, not everybody supports celebrate Mother's Day, but those of you who celebrate Mother's Day today, May 11th, happy Mother's Day to you. Happy Mother's Day to you. We know we're in Jamaica, in America here. Today is Mother's Day. So we want to say happy Mother's Day. And some of you guys, like myself, have lost a mother. And it's every now and then, you just, just go back, man, and think about it. And it brings sadness sometimes, but, life goes on. So it's very fortunate for those who currently have their mothers with them and celebrate. So, guys, celebrate while you can. And those of us who have lost our mother, we still grieve. Rosia says Argentina celebrate Mother's Day a different month. I don't remember which one. Okay. Oh, yeah, I never knew that. Marcia, trust me, I learn every day, because the first person to have taught me that was my wife. And then I said, oh my God, I thought that, everybody would have supported Mother's Day. I know probably in some far Eastern countries and such, we have different kind of philosophy, different kind of belief, but as far as us as concerned, in the region, I thought that today we celebrated across the region as Mother's Day. But that's sort of thing, you live and you learn. So you live and you learn. Yeah, man. So guys, as you come on, please do like up the live. So tonight we're going to be talking about the beautiful stories about mom. I did a live today while on the way to work, and I elaborated about mom. Marcia said, I lost my mom 20 years ago, and I remember mama in a happy way. Amen. Amen. Actually, you're talking about that song, I remember mama in a happy way, which was done by Shirley Caesar. It's a great song. It's a great song. Great song, and I was very small, I would say very small, from I was a child. Yes. Earlier in my teens and all that, that song speaks great volume. I loved it. I remember mama. I remember one in my district in Silent Hill, Clarendon, there was a funeral service, and they asked me to write the eulogy. And that was one of the songs I quoted in the eulogy, and it was so, it resonates with the family. As the song said, we went to school with holes in our shoes. We didn't have much, but the Lord saw us through. Mama kept the family together. I remember Mama in a happy way. Marcia said, I really love that song because I can relate to it. Absolutely. A lot of us can relate to that song, Marcia. A lot of us can, at least I think the entire world can relate to that song. Especially if you have lost your mom, you do relate to that song. Hey, Asha Gale is here. Good night, Asha Gale. Good night to you. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. Okay, we go to school with holes in our shoes. Yeah, I remember, man. And just about this time of the Mother's Day, when I'm in church and I'm playing, I would always, um, solo that song. We went to school with holes in our shoes. We didn't have much, but the Lord saw us through. Mama kept the family together. Yes, she did. I remember Mama in a happy way. And this one, she packed our lunch in an old greasy bag. It might have been empty, but it was more than others had. It had a lot of love way down deep inside. Yes, it did. I remember Mama in a happy way. Absolutely. That song is it relates to all of us. We can relate to it. Yeah, Asha Gale said, I lost my grandma 12 years now. Sad. Yes. That's what I'm saying, it's Mother's Day for some of us. We have memories, and we cherish those memories. All we're living with today is the memories. We're living with the memories. There's so much beautiful stories about our mom, and as a matter of fact, what I'm going to do tonight, guys, I'm going to open up this platform, that if there's anyone out there who wants to, talk some beautiful stories about your mom, whether she is alive or she went to be with the Lord, whatever, that grant that privilege. If you want to talk about your mom, the beautiful stories that we're going to be sharing tonight, beautiful stories about mom on Sunday Night Live. Ron Dingle Lifestyle say, check in, my brother. Blessings to everyone watching the live. Thank you so much, Ron Dingles Lifestyle, for watching tonight. Absolutely. Marcia said, I don't have no mama, no grandma. See, so this time, what's going on? Okay. The person. Okay. Yes, guys. Sorry about that. Guys, have you lost me? Let me know if you still see me. There's a please keep calling. I can't take this call. I may have to call back. I wish I had another phone, but I can't answer this call right now. Yeah, my mom left. a message. 1 second, guys. Let me can send a message from here to that individual. One second, guys. Just see with me. Okay, how I'm gonna do this, guys? I'm sorry about that. I just want to message this person. Oh my God! 1 second, guys. Let me 1 second, guys. Let me just. I will call about in 1 hour. In a meeting. Okay, hope you get this. I send that message. All right. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. Hope I'll get back. Hope I'll get back to. All right, cool. All right. Janet he is here. Welcome, Janet. I see Dory in the house, Randingo in the house, Carlin and friends in the house, Asha Gale in the house, Marcia Thompson in the house. Let me just run down this list here, guys, of everyone that is here. All right. So thank you guys for being here. I'm waiting for Colin and friend said, yes, my mom died when I was burying my dad. So sad. Oh my God. You see how it can be a sad occasion when these things do happen, guys. You know, so for a lot of persons, this day, it brings sadness, you know, myself and many others, because we have so much fun memories with our mom, you know. Yes, and so it brings sadness. But one thing that we can do is to remember those beautiful days, cherish those memories, and keep going, you know, keep going. And sometimes, as I did a live today, it bothers me how some of these kids, I'm not saying all, some of these kids today, the way they treat their mother. I wish my mother was still here, you know, and every now and then I say, I wish mama was alive. I always say that, you know, I always say that I wish mama was alive, you know, when certain things are happening and you have plans and thing, and, you know, you never get a chance to do what you have wanted to do. And just like, I wish mama was alive. Yeah. Oh, my wife is here. Hi, Kathy babes. How are you? Say good night, hubby. All happy Mother's Day to all. Beautiful, blessed Mother's Day on this live. My wife is sending happy Mother's Day to everyone. Yes. So I was saying that a lot of kids today, guys, the way they talk to their mom, the way they treat them, no respect and manners, you know. And I was saying that, you know, it's a good time now for persons who have not had a relationship with their mom, especially if they are the ones who have made that relationship go sour, to just find common ground and just, you know, just reach out to your mother. Yes, and just say, you know, yeah, because time is so short, and realizing, you know, that, man, you know, Randingo said lost your mother in 2023. Yeah, I lost my mom in 2021, you know, 2021, somewhere thereabout, you know. Yeah, and just reach out to your mother and just, you know, tell her you love her. And sometimes all that the parents need is just, you don't have to have like anything to give, because we know times are hard and things and like that. But just to reach out and say, I love you. That's something, that's all the mom wants. I love you. You know, you may not have anything to buy a gift or do anything, you know, significant, you know, but manners and respect, and tell mom, I love you, you know. Yeah, man, for real. And I was saying that, you know, not all hope is lost. There are still some young people who cherish their mother. For real, may I tell you. I ran into one yesterday on the job, mother and daughter, and you could see the love. And I was saying to her, you know, you are doing great in life, you know. And she said, my mom, right across, and mom was just smiling. Yeah, man. Said she died. Oh, my wife said, her, her mom died 7 years ago, and I'm still hurting because I'm her only daughter with 5 sons. You see, so persons have different situations, and in which they're still hurting. You know, that is why when on Mother's Day, right? I did say that in the live today, like Mother's Day when I'm at church, and they'll probably ask me to sing. You know, I would always say, you know, guys, you're fortunate that you have your mom here, and the message will be, or most people will be geared about talking to mom who are present and recognize them. But and I said, what about those people who those of us who have lost mom? And a lot of times persons don't even recognize us, you know. Yeah, Marcia said, I miss coming my mom here wherever she used to visit. She would go bad with hot hairstyle. She go back to the hot. Yeah, those are little, you see, those are the fun memories. It's the beautiful stories about mom. And I would kind of remember those folks who have lost their mom. And this one is songs that I would actually do, guys. And if I can find that song, let me see. Let me see if I. It's done by the fantastic Valeniers. Valeniers, right? Yeah. And let's see. That's a song I would normally do. Thank God for Mama. She taught me how to pray. You know what I mean? And it goes like this. She gave me life when it started. Mama stayed with me, never part. She held me close when I would cry. She'd wipe the tears from my little eyes. She understood my baby talk. She was there when I started to walk. And I thank God for Mama. Oh, yeah. I thank God for Mama. She taught me how to pray. Yeah. I thank God for Mama. She showed me the right way. And I'm hoping that I'll see her in heaven some sweet day. So I thank God, I thank God for Mama. So that's one of the songs I would sing, man, and would always bring cheer to people's heart, and you know, who have lost their mom. Marcel, I remember that song. I love that song, guys. Love that song. It speaks to me, and so many others. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. For real. For real. So what I want to do tonight, guys, if there's anyone who wants to come into the chat, I'm gonna invite you, put the chat up there, and have you come on in, and yeah, that song was sung by the Valnier Visionaries, something like that. I'm gonna put the chat up there, the link. Who sang it again? It's sung by there are other people who sung, but I think the original singer is I think there's a group called Jay Caldwell and the Ambassadors, and there's also a group called the Valniers Vision or something like that. Yeah. So how am I gonna do this now, man? Where is the chat? Oh my God, I cannot access the chat from here. Oh Lord Jesus. Oh, I can't access it from here. Man. How do I get to? I'm using my phone, guys, so you know it kind of I can't find the chat from here. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my lord! Let me. I wish I could find it from here. What am I going? I'm trying to. Oh my lord! Let me go to the chat. 1 second. Let me see if I can do it from here. Chat. I'm doing from. Oh, I'm back now. Sorry about that, guys. All right, I'm back now. Sorry about that. Okay. If you guys are seeing me, just type in the chat if you're seeing me now. Oh, I'm back now. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, I'm really sorry about that. But the thing is, I'm using the phone, so I'm not able to put the if you guys are seeing in the chat on the phone here. I cannot add to the chat, so I messed it up just now. But I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, I'm really sorry about that. Okay. I wish I could have man, let me see if I can access the chat from here. It's not allowing me to do it. Let's see something. Oh my Lord. Okay, guys, 1 second. Done. Paste. 1 second. Oh my God. Paste. Done. Okay. Okay. I'm kind of all right. So there goes the link, guys. If you anyone want to join and just talk about beautiful stories, your mom, you can do that right now. I've kind of figured a way to do it from the phone. It's a little bit technical. I kind of see the thing now, right? Yeah, it's a bit technical, but I kind of get it. All right. Thank you guys for bearing with me. I'm using a new software. There's new things I'm doing, so it's I'm finally getting it. So there's gonna be a little bit of hiccups and as we go on. So thank you so much for bearing with me. You know, when you have something new to deal with, that always happen. So what I'll do, I'll read the comments from over here from my Mac. Yeah, what's going on here now? Let me know if you're hearing me. Hold on, let me see. It's gonna be a little bit. Okay, all right. Audio is great. Audio is great. So yes, that song, guys, it's a very good song, and I sing as I minister also to those who, like myself, have lost mom. Um, what again gone? It seemed like there was some connection with internet. It keep going in and out. All right, cool, cool. Forgive me, guys, for looking across over here. I'm looking at the screen over here, and so I kind of get distracted, right? So I just want to say, I know Murray soon come. Is a General Michi Boo, RN2 CEO, and all Ivan Cummins and the rest of the crew. Um, they are here. They'll be coming. So it's Ali. It's Ali will be coming, and hopefully Jamaican uncle. But it's a busy night, guys. It's Mother's Day night, so maybe not a lot of mothers will be here because probably they have different engagements and so on. And a film night tonight, the Mother's Night tonight, guys. What do you think about um these days when so many kids, sometimes disrespect their mom? What are your thoughts on that? What do you think? Is there a breakdown? Is it society? Is it peer pressure, or it just some kids weren't trained or brought up in a proper environment, and so they're left to grow on their own? What do you think, guys? In the comment section, let me know what you think. What has caused the breakdown in society that has so much caused so much disrespect and for parents from kids, especially for mothers? Let me know in the comment section. What are your thoughts on that? What has caused a breakdown? You know, and at the same time, how can things um, be restored to back in the days when we were growing up? We're not saying that sometimes kids never said um, some things to their parents, but it's not like these days. Mara said they have a lot. They have a lot of Mothers Day show here in Jamaica. Okay, okay, okay. A lot of Mother's Day show. Yeah, that's one thing with Jamaica. When it comes to like these times, there's a lot of stuff that goes on for real in Jamaica. A lot of stuff, man, that goes on in Jamaica. Um, Asha said, "I am Rupert Changer." Uh, so you see, there's a lot of changes. What's caused a breakdown in that kind of relationship with parents, with mothers? It is Mother's Day, so we're talking about mothers right now, because there are some kids who disrespect their mother, and in such a bad way. Just to share thoughts here. What do you think has caused that breakdown? Is it that some kids it was a single parent? Because there are a lot of single parent whose kids are very, very manageable. Yes, Is it because environment, society, peer pressure? What are some of the things you think has caused that breakdown? In the comment section, just let me know. Um, Marcia Thompson said, Roman Virgo and Friends concert for mothers and more. Wow. The thing turn up at Jamaica. That's one thing with Jamaica, you know. Mother's Day, Father's Day, Independence, and all these different events. Jamaica is always celebrated to the max. Not like here in America, where they just, you know, we take things differently in Jamaica. Yeah, because that guy Roman Virgo, I heard he's a very good singer. I heard he's a very good singer. I heard he's a very good singer. People rate him. I don't know much about this younger artist, you know, but that guy seems to be love. He's a very, I heard about him. Yeah. So anyone want to just you know, come on in here and just I bring you in and just let us know what you think has caused the breakdown in this society. Is it peer pressure? Is it the environment? Is it lack of supervision? Is it what you think it is that cause so many not so many that cause some children not to have respect for their mother? Let me know. I'm gonna be. I won't be long tonight. I have different engagement. It's 9 o'clock. Probably 9:30. Marcia, I think the internet. Good point. I think so, you know, because a lot of kids are exposed to the internet, and so many things out there is not. The internet is. Yeah, I think so. Internet is one, and it's funny that there's a lot of kids who use the internet for positive purposes, and some use it for negative purpose. And they, you know, the internet. So because of the internet and all these things, there's not a lot of time being spent with formal training. You know, Asha said, I love the song "Father with Mom Dance." Wow, there's a song that goes like that. Wow, I never know. Father with Mom Dance. Yeah, so the internet might contribute because some people don't know how to use the internet for the right reasons, you know, and it can really mess up the situation, mess up kids, you know, because they'll be exposed to so much stuff. Yeah, yeah. Um, and some people might want to think, oh, it's the area you're from, or if you're from the ghetto or from this. I don't think so, because there are so many kids in from the ghetto. Their mom have to do, you know, especially a single parent, and still they love their mom. Yeah, you know what I mean. You know, but it just, man, I don't know what the real issue is. Google, yeah, the internet, yeah. And some is probably peer pressure too. You know, what do you think of it? Some, do you guys think it's like peer pressure? Marcia said, um, remember when we were growing up, we didn't have internet, so we used to have more family time. Quite true. That is also quite true. Yeah, we still have more family time because we never had internet. We would be you know, yeah, family time. That is so important. Family time. Yeah. And some kids are left on their own to grow themselves and without the proper supervision. But it's sad though, you know. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. You know. You know, I remember those days, guys, when we were like in a bus, right? Or public, anything at all, or at a venue or whatever, and we would see a mother or a lady, a woman, you know, female walked in on the bus or so, and then us as men and so would get up and give them the seat, or you know, if they walk into a room or something and all the seats are taken, we'll have the ladies sit down, especially if they are pregnant or they're and all of that. But I've seen, you know, in these days, not only kids but big men, you know, would rather than get up and give the lady a seat, would hold the seat and stare at the morning and sit there. So it's like, man, Asha said, you need come Jamaican meet and greet. Definitely, Asha, there's something I would love to do. You know, meet and greet in Jamaica. Definitely, I would love to do that, and that's something that's in the making. Yeah, yeah, something in the making. Yes, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so tonight, guys, if you join this live, we're talking about beautiful stories about mom on Sunday Night Live. Beautiful stories about mom. Some people have their mom still living, some mom passed, and so on. So we are sharing tonight the beautiful stories. You know, some of us have just memories to live on, and we, you know, lost our parents or our mom, you know, some time ago, and but we're still here, and those values that was instilled in us, you know, yeah, man, mama, some those values that were instilled in us, we're still holding on to them and practicing them, and that makes us who we are today because of the values. Yes, yeah. So guys, if you're if you're joining live, please like up the live. Please do like it up, share it, guys, share the live. You know what I mean? And let everybody know that we are here on a Sunday Night Live with a positive vibes. And we have about another 20 minutes or so to go because I have a very important issue to deal with. Oh, Garfield Williams said, "Good night, my brother. I'm living with my mom currently." There you go. Right, right. Mama is best. What you did today for mom? You take her out? You take her out for dinner? You cook for mama? In Garfield, did you cook today? Or you took her out for dinner? You know, I think too, guys. Mother's Day, right? We're talking about everything and all. Mother's Day. You know, if you notice, the restaurants, right, and all these places are full. But when it comes to Father's Day, they think not turn up, you know, like Mother's Day. What do you think? Asha said, I just share with Jamaican uncle. Thank you, Asha. Thank you. Yeah, man. Mother's Day always up and up. But Father's Day have a low. But it's all good. Mothers are precious. You know, I made a quote today. I don't know if I said it correctly. That says the hand that rocked the cradle rules the world. I don't know if I said it correctly. But guys, in the comment section, let me know if I said it correctly, or if I said it correctly. The hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. I think something like goes like that. So I don't know if I said it correctly, but you guys, somebody in the comment section, let me know if that is done correctly. Yeah, man. Oh my God. Oh my God. Such a great night, guys, as we share in this live. You know, I mean, share the live, guys. Share it, share it, and let's just have a great time here. You know, Marcia said Jamaican uncle supposed to reach Jamaica today. Oh yes, yes, yes. Okay, yes. Cause I was looking if I have a live today, but I didn't see do a live. I don't know. I was searching. Garfield said, I took her to church today and helped her to write her sermon. Wow. So, Garfield, your mom is a preacher. Wow. Congratulations. Congratulations. Wow. That's very nice. Garfield's mom is a preacher. So, he did a great thing today. Took her to church and helped her to write her sermon. Yeah. What was the sermon about, Garfield? What was the sermon about? Was it about the virtuous woman? Because a lot of today, like in the churches, a lot of preachers, that's what they preach. You know, the virtuous woman. Yeah, man. You know, in Jamaica, I think Mother's Day is celebrated more meaningful than here in America. You know. Oh, he did a premiere today. Oh, I was looking. I was looking because actually, probably why I didn't see that. Oh, I know why I didn't see it, because I had to be in a 9 o'clock church. And then I was in the church and I left church straight to work. So that is why I didn't see it today. But I'm going to watch Jamaican Uncle premiere. Yeah, that is why. Because I went to the early church this morning, 9 o'clock, and then I went straight to work. So I didn't get to see. And then while in church and to work, I did a video on the way to work, typical Sunday drive and Mother's Day celebration. Yes, so that is why I didn't see that. All right, but I'm gonna watch it, man. I'm gonna watch Jamaican Uncle. Man, I wish I had the luxury of just retiring right now and go travel like Jamaican Uncle. I wish I was at that stage. Yeah. Um, Asha said, I have 13 May live. Okay, okay. Asha, 13 May live. I don't understand that, Asha. I know somebody have a birthday on the 15th. Let me see who that person is. Let me see who that person is. I don't know if you're talking a birthday. Let me see. Yeah, I have a birthday on the 15th. I was just told about it. Let me see. Asha is on the 15th. Yes. Asha's birthday is May 15th. So we have to come back, guys, to big up Asha. Yeah. We have to the 15th. The 15th today is the 11th, Monday the 12th, Tuesday the 13th. So your birthday is on Thursday. Oh my God. Do I work Thursday? So Thursday night, guys, I'm gonna be coming back here. We do a live for Asha. Her birthday is on Thursday. So Asha, before that day, we say happy birthday. But we come back Thursday night to celebrate with you on your birthday, all right? As we always do with our subscribers and our viewers. We always celebrate. Garfield said, on occasion, she's appointed to minister the word of God. The sermon is confession and repentance from sin. Wow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, that's what it needs, man. Repent, confession, confession, and turn from your wicked ways. That's what repentance is. When you confess and then you turn. Confession and turn. That is repentance. Thank you so much, Garfield. Thank you so much. Oh, Jamaican Uncle have a live. Oh, May 13. All right. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah. So, guys, we have learned so many things about Mama's, beautiful stories about mom. We miss our mom, and those who have their mom still cherish their mom, right? So, that's how the thing go. I have about 12 minutes or so to go, because I have eaten yet. Oh, Jesus. I left work. I got home, and then I just about time to set up for this live. And then I got to, eat something and something to deal with. To make a couple of calls. Oh, Marie is here. Hi, Marie. Hi, Marie. Good to see you. Marie said, I miss mom, especially on Mother's Day. I always take her to watch Oliver Samuel on Mother's Day. There you go. There you go. Beautiful stories about mom, right? Marie used to take her mom out to watch Oliver on Mother's Day. Wow. Yeah, so, yeah, man. Wow. That's a beautiful thing. Yeah, I miss my mom too, man. Every now and then I say, boy, I wish mama was here. Definitely. My mother, she was such a jovial person. You know what I mean? Just a jovial person and loving and caring. Asha said, My twin born May 15th. Oh, you're a twin. So both of you, oh my God. All right. So both of you celebrate a birthday on the 15th. Wow, that's very nice. That's very nice. That's very nice. Yes, very nice. So there you go. So the 15th, big things are going. Big things are going. Garfield, you're welcome, Garfield. Yeah, my mom. Yeah, she passed 4 years now, and yeah, sometimes I say I wish she was here, and but it's a way of life. Nothing we can do about it. But just that the memories are great memories. Great memories. Thank you, Murray, for being here. It's a general Sunkom and Michi. I want to just big up all those folks, who have always supported this channel. Guys, please continue to support this channel. Continue to share it, man. And let's just continue to. If your mom is here, still alive, just love upon your mother. Love your mom, yeah. Just love your mother. Care for her. Because I've seen so many mothers struggle to send their kids through school, college, universities, and yeah, mothers, they are the bedrock of society. For real, mothers, they are the bedrock of society. And what I'm noticing, and I applaud, sorry guys, that women these days are taking very, very significant, are playing very significant roles in society, in the homes, in the church, in the business place, in corporations, in government, in politics. Yeah, women are playing such a vital and pivotal role, and mothers, Charles Life and Travel. Hello, Charles Life and Travel. Hey, nice to have you. See you in the house. Yes, women, mothers are playing such a pivotal and important role in society, in politics, in business, in corporations, in every area of life, and women, and I thank God for that. So women are taking their rightful places, because there were some professions that was male dominated, and right now women making headways into these male dominated professions. Yes, and I applaud them, man. And when I talk about their children, it's such a beautiful thing. Yeah, so I thank God that women, are very, 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 very important in every aspect of life, and it's God's gift to man. So we need to cherish them, um, you know, we should cherish our mothers and give enough respect, man, enough respect. So I implore everyone, reach out to someone who that might not be on good terms with their mother, and just see if you can drop a word, and just, because once we get back to that position of family where, mothers are respected, and because, may I tell you, some mothers slave hard, to get the boy or the girl through school, and sometimes they come up and some of them, forget, what mom did, but a vast majority of them never forget. Never forget they love their mom. So we have a vast majority of kids, who respect the hard work that mother has done, and they will never at any time hurt their mom by saying an unkind word. Yes, brethren, me hate when parents just being unkind in their words to their mother, how they talk to their mother. Hi, Queen is here. Happy Queen says happy Mother's Day. Big up Queens. Queen is here. Happy Mother's Day. I just want to also take this opportunity once again to say happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the house. Happy Mother's Day to every mother in the house, right? And mothers to be as well. Yeah. Yeah, man. I hate that persons, kids say unkind words to their parents, especially to their mom. It's not a good thing. Yeah, it's not a good thing, and that is something I really tick me off, and I feel bad about it because mothers, have done everything possible to make sure that kids get a great education, and everything to their comfort, and we need to value all those hard work. And there's some mothers who are hurting. Some mothers could not have done what they supposed to do because of situations. It could because of all kind of, it could be a mental thing, it could be some form of disability, it could be something, and they were not able, they were financially not viable. So please, yeah, let's respect them anyway. Anyway, you give the respect to mom, yeah, to your mother. And as I said, I'm hoping that this Mother's Day will sort of create some common ground for persons who they and their mom is not on good terms. It happens, guys. It happens. It happens. And there are hurting mothers out there, and hurting children as well, sons and daughters. They are hurting because it could be mischaracterization of things. It could be misunderstandings, and persons never take time out to understand what the other person is saying, because economic pressures, mental pressures, and all these things sets in, so it kind of cloud one's vision, one's understanding, and people react in a different way based on the time of the emotion, and it could have caused a big thing. So we are calling for healing, and persons should take time out to listen, be patient, and listen, and deal with things, because sometimes when we just jump in and talk things, we look at things in the wrong way, and that was not what was intended. And so we move over with a wrong impression. And based on that, people carry feelings for parents, feelings for mother carry feelings for son or daughter. So these are the days, guys, when we need to just look and be patient with each other and understand each other, because if you learn to understand somebody, then you'll know whether the person, what area the person is coming from, what context, you'll know. And so you won't have confusion, you won't have misunderstanding, because you have learned the person. Take time out. Let's not be hasty in our utterances, our conclusions, and how we look at things. Let us just slow down a little bit, yes, and just think about things, yes, think about things, you know what I mean, before we even go about saying things, right? It's best we give proper thought to stuff, because a lot of the problems today that exist in family is simple misunderstanding. Simple misunderstanding, because persons weren't patient enough to listen. Persons weren't patient enough to try to say, I wonder, what area that person is coming from. And but then again, the basis on this is love, because love answered everything. So if we love the person, then we're going to take time to understand the person. So love is the basis. RN2 CEO in the house. Big up to you. Big up to you, RN2 CEO. Yes. Color Smith will be back in New York for another concert on May 31st. Okay, great. I'm sorry I won't be able to join. See, if you come to Atlanta, when it comes to Atlanta, definitely we'll link up. Yeah. So that's what we are saying. It takes, love is the basis on which we build a relationship, both our parental relationship, our marital relationship, and then we'll take time to understand each other. They will become forgiving. We won't be hasty in our decisions and say unkind words and just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. We need to get back to that place where we exhibit that kind of characteristics, and then we'll have more mothers and children coordinate together and live together in more harmonious environment and lifestyle and family situation, family settings, right? So guys, in the comment section, I want you to tell me one or two things that cause the breakdown of family in our society. And I just went through a whole litany of things where love is concerned, patience, understanding, and yeah. Sometimes I wonder if for the food where people like me, they're so hasty. We don't listen to each other. What has caused that? Person spend more time talking than listening. Yeah, and that's not good. Because if we spend more time talking than listening, we're always going to have problems. So guys, we have moved from beautiful stories about mom to all of this different takes on life and what it is to have a solid foundation and family and family a better family structure, where people exist and coexist in one space. Yes. Guys, if I'm making sense with all of this, in the comment section, let me know, interact, let me know. And please share the live, guys. Please share the live. Also, guys, you can donate through Super Chat. Yeah, over here, I think it's Mary TV, Mary. This person used a word named Super Slap. And there's also one, Super Slap, that means. And then I understand what Super Slap means. All right, so guys, RN2C, or family dynamics. RN2C, or would you just elaborate? If possible, I could bring you in studio so we could go over that, because you said something just now, family dynamics. Would love to explore that a little more. So I'm going to put the link up there, if possible, if it's okay. I don't know if you have a live coming up or something, but I would like if you could just hop in here and just talk about that, what you just said, family dynamics. So we explore that, we break that down, so we can, because we're in a teachable moment as well, and we're in that learning sure. All right, let me see if I can put the thing up there again. Let me see if I can put it up there. Copy, invite, copy. Did I? Okay, I put the link up there, RN2C. Yes, we'd like to have in studio. We go over that specific thing you said, family. 2 minutes, absolutely not a problem. Family dynamics, and I think that's kind of borders or incorporates one of the things I was saying, where love and patience and humility and take time to listen. Will maybe that's one of the things that that entails, but we'll know. Guys, RN2 CEO is a nurse, and she also is a oh my God, a coach, life coach. So she has all that knowledge that she could share, that help us on Mother's Day. And she's a mom, and so there you go. She have all the characteristics of that person that has that knowledge that could pass on to us, break things down to our level. You know what I mean? So she'll be coming on in 2 minutes, and we will get into that conversation with her. All right, guys. So like up the live, guys. Share the live. You know what I mean? And we're going now to a segment to learn a lot of stuff, right? Yeah, man. All right. So as soon as I hear the click, actually, I'm using the phone, so I I don't know how quick I'll be able to handle that situation or bring her in studio. But I'm hoping that if it pops up, then I could do that and bring her in studio like I did. I'm using Restream. I'm using different softwares, and I'm using my phone tonight, not my Mac. Which when I use the Mac, it's easier to handle things, But the phone is a little smaller screen, and things can be very complicated because not everything is showing as it should. So yeah, guys, so the thing go. And bear in mind, we're hour and all right, guys, I'll do an hour and a half since we're gonna have a guest in studio, because I have some stuff to take care of. All right, so as soon as she's ready, we bring her in and we hit the road running. So I want to thank you guys for being here. And those who joined late, we're talking about Remember the Beautiful Stories about Mom. Positive Life, as you always been here every Sunday night, guys. I really appreciate you for being here. And if it's the first time you have joined or come across this channel, please do like, comment, share, and also subscribe. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate every new person that has participated in this my channel here. And for those who have always religiously been here, thank you so much. Appreciate it. And as I think it's R2C say, Rupert, say if you mention the super slap. So I mentioned the super slap, guys. Please, if you feel, how should I put it? You see, I never really like to do this thing. Well, how should I put it now? Guys, you can support this channel. Donations are kindly accepted and appreciated. You can support this channel. This just helps to do more contents and buy more stuff to do more content, because I need to get in here a software that is streamlined with a high definition, full HD thing here, and also other instruments I need so we can expand this platform for calling and different stuff. Because big things I plan ahead to come on stream here, so need the support, right? So guys, you can super slap, you can support this channel by Cash App, Zelle. But again, I have there buy a coffee or super chat. Yes, you could also do that. Doesn't matter, it's well accepted and well appreciated, right? Marcia said, good night, Rupert. My eyes are tired. Good night, everyone. Marcia, thank you so much for being here. Not a problem. Have a blessed night. I do appreciate you all the time for being here all the time, right? Oh, sure, she's here now. Okay. What me do now? Oh my God. I hit add, but I know where I did hit add, but I don't know what happened. What me do? I did hit add. Okay, up here, so. Oh my God, what me do you know? Okay. Oh, me get it now, guys. Me get it. Me get it now. You see, Ali is here. Bless up, Ali. Bless up, Ali. So,
hey, sir Rupert, can you hear me?
yeah, man, we are here. You're loud and clear. Do your thing.
Oh my goodness, how are you?
I am great. I'm great. Thank God. Thank God. I'm using my phone tonight. It's a little bit technical, a little bit. Oh, your background wicked. Look there.
Oh, well, I was trying to be in my kitchen, but it looked like I'm out by the pool or something.
Yeah, it's virtual, right? Looking great.
Yeah. Oh
Looking
my
great.
gosh. Rupert, around this time every year we used to have the Mother's Day event. Boy, I tell you, I gotta bring
You,
it to Georgia or
you know,
somewhere.
I came across a video 2 days ago because each year it falls on different date,
Mhm.
and I was going to post it,
You should have sent
and
it
I
to me
didn't.
because I was gonna put it in the group in my group so folks can,
I,
get a touch of it. Because I've been just doing the virtual thing.
okay. I was going to do it, and because I came across it because and I said I forget. I was going to do it same time, but I don't know what happened, and then I never posted it. But yeah, thank you, Cher, for being here. Thank you,
Yeah.
Ali. Good night, Ali in the house. All right. We're talking about beautiful stories about mothers and so on and so forth, right? We also touch on I know some of us have lost mom and all that. We at this
Mhm.
time we just have to just cherish those memories and just say if mom was here and so on and so forth. We also touch on the breakdown in family life where kids, small, not every kid, just a small amount, but it looks like a whole lot. Because when the thing like negative things, it kind of get magnified, get show up in society, and I think it's like 100% when it's just probably 10 or 5%. So those things get more publicized in any space, right? Where there's a breakdown in family values. Parents, kids not respecting mom like in our time. And we're talking about some of the things that would have caused that. Probably peer pressure. It could be the environment. It could be, person even said internet, Google, and not proper supervision, not spending more time with family and all these things. And then you mentioned something, and I was saying that one of the things that we need to get back to is the space where we kind of find that love, so we take time to listen more than how we speak, because sometimes things have been said in haste, not thought out properly, and persons leave the wrong concept, interpretation, and it wasn't meant that way because we never listen or learn the person. So we take everything on a hasty 1, 2, 3, and it has caused so many problems these days. Person not talking to this, not talking to that because of that. And you threw out a word, family dynamics, and I figure more or less I will bring you in here to dive into that, which is very important. So here you are. Welcome to this live tonight. Thank you so much. And every one of you guys here know RN2 CEO. She is a registered nurse. She is a coach, life coach, and she have many more things under her belt. Radio, disc jockey, radio host, and all of that. So take it away.
Thanks, Rupert, and to everybody in the chat. I see people, Queen C, and it's Ali, and everybody all up in the chat. Thank you so much.
You're
And I
welcome.
thought it was so interesting. Hey, Marcia, and the rest of the chat. I think it was so interesting that you're having this conversation on Mother's Day. And I do believe that it's really important.
Thank
One of
you.
the things, when I spoke about family dynamics, and I'll look at it like most moms, especially if you've had a relationship with your mother, and I know it's a really testy time of the year for a lot of people, but for me, it's like mom was the glue that held the family together,
Yes.
and most people will say that, yeah, they're the glue. They're the glue that held things together. And I know even in my case with my mom, she was such a strong figure, such a powerful figure that everybody looked to her. She was, not say the eldest sister, but even her siblings looked to her. And,
Uh-huh.
my mom would just take care of what she needs to take care of and all the children, right? But one of the things that I noticed, and most people probably might have studied or they're aware of it, it depends on where you fall in the family. Like there's a firstborn, their perception of things are different than maybe the second, the third, or the middle child like myself. Right. And so if
Mhm.
people know what I'm talking about, Rupert, you can have them drop a one. I'm talking about the family dynamics. You drop a one in the chat because I want to make sure they're following me on this. So it
Okay.
depends on where you are in the family. So I'm the middle child. So three older than me, three younger than me. And then understanding how a middle child would think you're trying to hold everything together, and then I'm understanding that a middle child can be, almost like the fixer, want to fix things. And they're saying now, if the middle child is very, what is the word that I'm looking for, that you are the one that if you say your word is your bond, you're trying to make it work. So family dynamics are a little bit different. And so we sometimes may have some kind of when we communicate, we're not, we're missing each other. Like you're saying, we're talking at
Mhm.
each other, but we're not listening.
Listening.
But what I also noticed as adults, when we were children, we were kids, but when we became older, our experiences are different. We've been exposed to different things. We've been in different rooms. We're educated differently. We have different friends. And so when we came together, you always wonder, like, your family, like, they don't really know me, or your family don't care. My family's just like, I don't care if you're a doctor, this, that, whatever, you're just family. And that's why some people will say, well, they don't understand me. But when you look at it, we've lived different lives, we've had different experiences. And so
Mhm.
that's why when I say the family dynamics, it could be where you are, how you show up in the family. Maybe
Right.
the oldest had to be the one that was almost like the mini mom or whatever, or the mini dad, because they're the older one. And so, the younger ones are sheltered underneath. And then you have the baby that could be who probably came when things were a little bit better. So everybody's perception is different.
Mhm.
And I've found out that it's like when you get together in a family, say, oh boy, well, my family can't do this to me. I can't believe strangers treat me better than my family. Then one thing I learned is, like, your family is your family. They'll always be your family. But sometimes you may have to draw boundaries. You may have to put up boundaries, healthy boundaries. And so sometimes too, you may have to step away. You may have to just give yourself a break, and hopefully that when we come back together again, that we're able to treat each other more with more understanding. We're hoping. So sometimes through family dynamics, and if mom or dad or whomever who held the family together, if they're no longer around, that too can cause some issues. um because I know for my family, it was just always, mom was always there, she just, all the decisions, everything.
Yeah.
Anybody behaving bad or trying to have an attitude, as soon as mommy walk in that room, you don't care how old you are or who you are, everybody behave themselves.
Yeah. Right.
So it's just is what it is. But like you said, times has changed. um and hopefully now, for those with, I'm a grandma now, so the girls are older. So being a grandma, I can't go in and try to take over their lives, but I just do hope the values that we've been able to instill in them, that they will be able to carry that over into their relationship. So as you can see, it's ebb and flows, ebbs and flows
Yeah.
of it all.
So as we experience or we notice these things are happening, um, and person, we discuss the whole thing, not listening, right? People talk more than how they listen. Do you see, or not do you see, what you think would be the best, um, uh, how can we help the situation that people just want to listen more? Is that life becomes so busy, and it's because of how things around them is flowing at a quick and a fast pace, so persons spend less time listening and listen? What do you think?
I think sometimes too is that You mean with family or just people in overall?
Family, because it affects family. What's they're experiencing outside, it affects the home as
It
well.
affects the family, yes. And I think too, like for me, I remember years, when I was in school, because I went back to school to become a nurse. It's almost like 28 years. Man, it's been a minute. But I didn't have much time for family because I was, raising a family. I was back in school and the other things that I was doing. So I wasn't around a lot of, family get togethers. And when I used to be there, and then also when I started to work, and I was like this. I was tired because I was a night nurse. So I might have come off a little bit cranky, a little bit, standoffish. But most of the times I was exhausted from working those 12 hours and juggling everything. And so sometimes too, that can be seen as the family like, oh, she, may not have time. Or I may think somebody's so busy with their lives. And it's because we don't understand each other,
Right, right.
and or give each other the grace and the time to say, hey, maybe this is what she does, maybe why she's like that, or that he's busy and have other responsibilities at work and maybe other things, with a brother or something may be going on with their lives. So we have to be willing to meet where each other where we are, because now we're adults, we're no longer children. So I think it's just really being able to extend grace to each other. And sometimes, one person may have to just pull back a little bit and let the other
That's
person
the
have
point
their
of
way.
make. Slow down, take time to understand the other person. Then you know from what point, what direction that person is coming from. They can have less of a misunderstanding.
Question, yeah, and misunderstandings.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, that's what's coming from. Yeah,
Yeah. And it happens. And I just look at it right now. And people sometimes too, you have to come to a point, we were talking earlier. You have to make a decision for yourself. Do you want your peace? For me, the number one thing right now is my peace. It doesn't mean I don't love you, but sometimes too, with, I'm sure a lot of people can agree that you may have to choose you, and sometimes your peace is necessary.
the same.
Sometimes I've learned you don't have to answer to everything. You don't have to respond in the
Everything.
way that you used to, like go off and then your blood pressure get everything blown out of proportion. Like, no, just make a choice. Sometimes you just release some things.
Yes.
And I found that works.
Yeah. Um, I was thinking, nothing. I was saying earlier. Let's go back now to kids, especially these kids nowadays. They're exposed to so much stuff, right? So not like when we were growing up, we had limited stuff exposed. All we play is ring game, gig, run and catch, you know,
Dandy Shandy,
dandy,
Jacks, all them things there. Yeah.
and all these things. We play a ring game and so on, right? So we channel our energy into these things, which it works out better for us because at the same time we have no tension. There's no tension because we were involved in all these things. But now these kids now they're so much at ease that they have no time they come active, physically active on games and on people. So they most time their emotion is bottled up. So they get off easier on people, not even listening because of this. What do you think?
You know what? I see it now that I'm a grandma. And that's the thing when they're saying grandmas are grandma. Is that now we, like now grandma may know. I see myself now like my mom. Oh, make sure the baby head is cover up him more. Put socks on him foot. You want to catch up consumption? What? Make sure I'm just like overprotective of my daughter. Sometimes my husband, they're looking at me like, okay. But then when I go around the home, things are a little bit different because they have these things that are called what their iPad. So they have all the electronics, all those things around them. And I've been seeing some reports on it. I haven't had any, like journals or anything like any of those reviews that I've read, but I know they're there. But that sometimes these kids, they're so caught up in the electronics, like the iPads and all that stuff. If you take
Yeah.
it away from them, oh my God, it's almost as if they're having a meltdown.
And
Yeah, it's like a meltdown.
yeah,
So what I've noticed with my daughter and her husband, what they've chosen to do is like they limit them.
limit,
So
right?
it's up to the parents. And it's hard too, because sometimes single mom, the children maybe watch a little bit television, but then it goes overboard, or they may not be as active, like you said, that they should as they should be. So you see a lot of that. Yes, with the electronics, there's just too much of it. You take it from them, it's almost like they're having a meltdown. So it's up to the parents, who may have to, not made to, but they should at least try and place a limit on it. Because man, I've seen kids are like, so their parents would set a timer on their, what do you call it, their iPad. And once it's done for the day,
It's
they
done.
know they know that it's done for the day, right? So
Yeah.
sometimes they try to consume as much. There are other activities also, and also to get them more active. I've noticed now that some of we used to watch Sesame Street because that's all we knew, Sesame Street. Then there was the Nickelodeon and so forth. And now there are different videos. Like my grandson, the youngest one, he loves somebody named Danny Go, and Danny Go is always run, 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 jump, jump, jump. And I'm looking at it and I said, oh, it's like some form of activity. So you need the kids to move. You need to limit the hours and the time, or the time that they use
Yeah.
on the iPad, and also activities. And so now they go to, and the parents, if you have the time or try to make the time, they go to like museums. And if you start to look, people will say, well, where are we going to take them? There's so many activities
Okay.
in the
Right.
towns, in their areas. The museums are there. There are things to do. The parks, there are different things. There are different activities. They have day gyms, where you can take the kids to. So parents, and some people will say, well, I don't have the time, or I may not have the money. Okay. But I am just saying, it's a whole new generation. Things are different now. And maybe it's harder for parents. And I want to extend grace to them because, some people are working one or two jobs, and sometimes through the television is a thing that may keep them occupied. But I'm just saying, having a system in place can make a huge difference.
Yeah.
So that's just my thought on that. Systems are important, having that in place. Also, we used to have to go to church on Sunday. Don't get up. You cannot be near parents. I knew, oh my God. Sunday morning, everybody going to church. We don't care home. And it was at the time 7 of us, everybody getting ready. Okay, line up at the bathroom, do what you have to do, and you're going to church. So we had those systems, we had those things in place. I
Play.
was able for that to flow over into my life. And now I see my daughter and her husband, that's what they do, take the boys to church, to early service or whatever. So it's you can't blame people because I don't know their situation, but I know that it's difficult, but not just the TV and the school alone can raise the kids
Okay.
because
Okay. So family values are very important, and as you mentioned, there are so many things that persons can do. You don't have to have money to spend that quality time with the kids either.
yeah.
You have to devise certain, as you said, to the museum, to the park, this and that, and yeah. But the thing is, man, society also has played a role in sort of the deterioration of discipline. Society have, I believe, I might be wrong, but in a way it has. But then again, that's why it goes back to parental supervision, care, understand the kid. You have to devise ways and means, as you mentioned, how to have a system in place. And that system have to be executed without it not looking like it's a wicked system, or the word I want to use, like a punishment system or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
it has to be more.
Some consequences, yeah, some things. Yeah, because they had to do like, okay, and I see, and also too, we have to be mindful that not every time, sometimes, in public, you'll see children acting up, but we also have to be mindful that some of them may have some challenges,
Underlying challenge.
if kids are, so if you, that's why I'm not quick to jump to conclusion if you see a child having a meltdown. And some people may think, oh, the parent's not paying the child any mind. You may not know if there's some other things that's on board, that's happening there. So we understand that and fully extending grace to it. Also, like I said, um, with the children, it's still also certain rules in your house. How do you speak? You're still not going to just say yes to me. You're going to say yes, grandma.
Right.
Right? Certain little things. I want some milk, please. You know what I mean? They're just certain little things that you as a parent, especially if you're able to do it, just like, and they know how to say please. They know to say thank you. One day I was talking to the elder grandson. He's only 4. And his little brother turned to me and said, excuse me. No, he said to me, I'm talking. And I said, huh? And he's telling me that he's talking to his brother. So when I told his parents, did he say, excuse me? I was like, oh, I was just surprised because they have these conversations like, oh my God. But and children learn, and children want to be disciplined, believe it or not. It's not like, no, I'm not your best friend, I'm mom. Or no, I'm not your best friend, I'm grandma. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? So discipline is important, and parents need to know that they can do that.
Absolutely. I think, man, we need to, love has to be back in the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And everything is built on that, because if you love someone, you have to show love rather than speak.
Yes.
And but it's a challenging situation because you have parents which come from different backgrounds,
Mhm.
perceive things differently, and act differently. So it's going to be, it's challenging. So to, I don't know, but as I mentioned today, there are still a lot of kids out there who love their mom. All hope is not gone, but just that we don't see that enough. But there's a lot of kids out there who love their mom and being very respectful. You know what I mean? Very
Yes. Yes.
respectful. And the more we highlight those things, the better off it is. But just that the bad case seems to surface more because negative things sells, and that's always in the,
Yeah.
we talk about that rather than focusing on the positive aspect. But it's challenging, and parental care is challenging. I know Quincy Pigston, she does, is a caregiver, the next level of care. And so, guys, in the chat, I want you to just like the video. Thank you so much for being here. If you have a comment, a question, please do ask that question. We'll try as best as possible to answer them, right, as best as possible. We'll do. We're not giving any kind of uh, professional kind of advice. If we go to certain areas, we're just talking things, and anything that we see that we're going across the borderline, we just know to draw back and act within our lane, right? All right. So ask your questions, and we'll try as much as possible. Sharon is here. She's a trained nurse. She's a life coach. She has a world of knowledge with family values and all of it, professional values. So, guys, ask a question, and then we'll continue. We have about another 10 or 15 minutes to go, because I said I forget to eat too late tonight.
Sleep. Yeah, you can't eat too late. Oh my God. But you know what, Rupert, like you said, love is the key.
Is
Just to love them. And I'm always, telling my grandsons, I hug them. I tell them that I love them. And to me, it's important. They also, children watch everything in the household. They're very smart. They hear everything. So if there's any tension, they know, and it's good to have conversations with them. My grandsons will say, you'll see a 2.5-year-old and a 4-year-old, they're having a meeting. I mean, because their dad, like, okay, guys, we're gonna have a meeting. So they talk to each other like they're having a meeting, and they
Uh,
say it. Yeah, we're having a meeting. And we're just watching, like, wow. So somehow I feel, I don't know, I'm not saying they're smarter, but they pick up on things very fast. These children, they pick up on things fast.
yeah,
So love is the key, of how
yeah,
we treat each other and how we speak to each other. It's
each
very
other.
important.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's one of those things, man. That but we don't give up hope. Hope we keep hope alive,
Yeah.
and on especially on this Mother's Day, where we find so many mothers with values, and some mothers were not able to sort of implement certain things because of certain deficiencies that we do understand, and we just have to look into that individual case before we make any kind of broad-based assumption, because each case is different, and we understand that some parents weren't able to exhibit certain amount of values because I said certain deficiencies. It could be mental, it could be economical, it could be emotional, it could be all kind of stuff that comes into play. So we just, each case is judged on its own merit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what, too? You got to give it to the moms, the single moms, the moms who are working hard out there. They want the best for themselves and for their children and for their future. And I see that as a nurse. I remember one day working in the emergency room. It was winter, and a mom came in. She had a little boy and a little girl. There could have been maybe 9 and 11. And she said her son had, issue of asthma at the time, and somebody else triaged them. And when I was sitting in the back and at the nurse's station, when the mom and the son, they were going into the room with the daughter, she saw a tray there. It was a tray, it wasn't touched or anything. And she said, "Oh, if nobody wants this tray, can I take the cookie and the apple for my daughter?" And and I said, "Well, we're going to check the son, but you can take the cookie and the apple and just wait until, just in case if there are any orders. Usually the doctor will need to know the last time they ate and so forth." So we said, "Just hang on." And I said, "Yes." And when they went into the room, you know, I guess mom was having a conversation with the children. And it was like room 1 and 2. And then room 1, it was a patient that came in who had a gastric bypass, so she couldn't eat. And they had delivered a tray to her in error, because that ER, they were just giving, usually it's not the case, but everybody was getting a tray. Sometimes, that slips through. And so when I came back, my patient in 1, she was crying. And I said, "Oh my God, I didn't see the food on the trays." I said, "Don't tell me you ate that." And she said, "No," because her stomach is this big and she was there to get checked for something else. She said she overheard the mom talking to the children that when they get a place, they will always, something like they will have food or something like that. So what we figured out, mom brought them to the emergency room, because guess what? They could get a meal there.
Yeah.
We could sometimes, and you've worked in the hospital before, give them
Yeah.
the juice or the cookies or
Yeah.
whatever is needed. And I was so touched by that. And that's why, and I'm glad you brought that up, that we can't judge people. You don't know what they're going
Correct.
through. And then when I took a closer look, the little girl had on a summer dress, and it was like the heart of winter.
Oh my.
And and we didn't know that they were in a shelter. And so I was touched by that. But the mom, she didn't steal it, she just asked. And I went ahead and got them some, extra stuff that they needed. So sometimes too, parents, and I'm getting emotional about it, but parents are, sometimes they're doing the very best they know how to. They're doing the best that they can, and it can be tiring. As you can see, I'm getting a little teary eyed by it, because you don't know. And so they want the best. They want the best for their children.
Yeah.
And sometimes they may have to work 1 or 2 jobs, and hopefully that they have people around them, people that they can trust.
The
Because again, too, you don't know who to leave your children with.
they need that village,
You know,
that
it
support.
takes a village. of good people around them. So I just told that story to say sometimes you don't know. And the little boy was fine. His lungs were clear. His oxygen saturation was good. Mom did what she needed to do. Listen, mom needed whatever she needed for the kids. She came there. And sometimes, too, it's not for us to rush to judgment on that because you don't know. But
Don't.
people are trying the best that they can. And yeah, discipline is it's everything. But there's sometimes that some household may have everything and other things are going on. So sometimes you never know.
Never know.
Mhm, mhm.
No.
So that's my little bit. But being a mother, it's work. And whether a person has had a child or they've helped to raise a few of them, it is work and it takes effort. And today, all I can say is thank you to all of those who have supported the moms that have needed the assistance over the years, because it's not easy. Whether you're a two household or one, it's work. It is
Yeah,
work.
yeah, for real, And as I said, man, there's so much things going on out there, but there's a lot of positive things. But it's just that we need to focus on that as well. And
Mhm.
whatever we can do to help a situation, um, let's do it. Not that we're seeking any reward from men, but from God, because
Amen.
good deed that one does, God will reward us. We don't not seeking clout. You know what I mean? But we're doing things as the song said. If I can help somebody as I travel along, then my living shall not be in vain. It's time for us to, incorporate our efforts to help somebody, help a village, help make somebody's life better. And not that, you're trying to do it to get in return, but do it for the glory of God, that a nation, a people, a family will be better off tomorrow than today, and
Absolutely.
move on and help as much as possible and bring back the love and the discipline in a society. And first of all, let's examine ourselves. What am I doing, or what am I doing now that I've done better to make a situation become more effective, more palatable? And that's why it takes self-examination most of the time. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Bible is also say, let's examine ourselves and take the moth, the beam, then we see clearly, take the moth out of somebody's
That
eyes.
is nice.
So
Amen.
you put that word out there, family dynamics, and you see it takes a broad cross section of things which you're so kind to go over and break down to us. Thank you for that information. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Queen said great information. Thank you, Kingston.
Yes,
Our,
yes, it's important, And I'll say this, uh, Rupert, I can't hear you. Okay, can you hear me?
yes, I can.
Okay, yes. Last week we did a health fair, and we did a health fair where a few nurses and physicians we were out there, taking blood sugar, finger sticks, and so forth. And we partnered with a church that every Saturday, this church they have a food pantry. So and they take volunteers there. So this food pantry, you can get one or two bags of food, at least a minimum, like when you go shopping, a bag of food. And they also give them a warm meal. They also get a warm meal. And so when I saw that, then they also outside they had where you could put clothing. And I was like, oh, they have clothes here. Nobody's going to take that. By the time we turned around, the
Oh,
clothes were gone. People, they wanted lightly used housewares, and I'm like, we have all this china, all this stuff. I was thinking about it. I've never used this stuff. I've had it for how many years?
mhm.
And then you sometimes people wonder, how can I help? Let me tell you, there were people who looked like they were working people. They were very proud people. Some folks didn't even want you to look at, not that they were embarrassed or anything, but they were just like they needed that support. And so they needed stuff for their families, and we were able to, and I'm like, wow, now I know where I can bring this stuff. So we sometimes wonder how we can help. You never know if there's a food pantry. Maybe you can go and you can volunteer. Maybe
Right.
you have a little bag of clothes. Maybe you have some ties or some stuff there that you don't need anymore. And you can say, you know, as long as they tell you bring them clean or whatever. There are places where people who just need an extra support just for a moment. Most of them, you can tell that it's not something they need forever. It's just to get them over.
Get over. Huh?
So love is so important on this Mother's Day for us to remember and to extend grace to others.
Absolutely. You know, as you always say, I never normally do this. You always say you should do it. So, guys, you can donate to the channel.
Yeah, and I say, Rupert, you know what? You're doing excellent work here. And sometimes people will want to say, buy him a cup of coffee or something. But I know that when you see people too, you want to extend. And people ask me, how do I help? I just do what I can. But I always feel that if someone finds value in something, you know, a cup of coffee just to say to or just to encourage. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm taking over your thing. But yes, Rupert doing good job. Buy him a cup of coffee. In Jamaica, they say a cup of coffee. Or, you know.
So, you can super. I heard them use the word super slap. You know, it's a new one. The super slap, which might be the super chat, right? Please donate to the channel, guys. My intentions is to make this bigger and better, give information, create contents that will be a blessing to everyone. Support the channel with your donation. Mitchie Boo in the house. Mitchie, big respect to you, Mitchie.
Hey, Mitchie.
Thank you so much. Mitchie said my Mother's Day done from yesterday. Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They're already into tomorrow. Australia into tomorrow.
Right. Happy Mother's Day to you, Mitchie. Thank you guys so much. RN2 CEO, my friend, I really appreciate the time, the information, and the grace. And the way you put things, you know, we understand it all. You break it down to a level. Really do appreciate you for that. And everyone in the chat say, big, great information. Thank you. And guys, if you have not yet subscribed to her channel, please do. Please do subscribe to her channel, help her grow, and catch her live and everything. And definitely she has what it takes for you to, you know, become successful, become healthy, become you're mentally stable and everything, emotionally stable and financially stable. She have all of that, life coach, everything. So guys, please subscribe to her channel. And those of you guys in here who have a channel, let's support each other. Subscribe and help us grow. Let us grow in this space and up. As Mitchie Ran say, up and up.
Mitchie Boo, up. Hey, big shout out to Mitchie Boo. You know, now it's going to be all over the internet. If y'all haven't gone to her channel, I started the juicing.
The juice, right?
And the little workout. My cholesterol dropped 14 points.
Wow.
14. And A1C 0.3 points drop. Okay. Wow. And yeah, man, may I tell you, Mitchie Boo encouraged me. She said, girl, you're looking younger with the juice. I'm on the juice. She said, girl, you're looking younger. And I started my juicing. Even when I'm not home, Rupert did it. I wanted a vegetable patty. And I said, I'm not buying their juice. I came home, got my juice that I had juice, and it was so good. But yeah, and self-love and self-care. So big up to Mitchie Boo. And I'll continue with my juicing only 3 times for the week, you know, when I juice. I don't have to go overboard with it. Yeah. But I was bigging her up. I had to let her know, and I went and got my numbers checked.
All right, Mitchie. Oh, thank you, Queen. Queen C. Pinkston has donated $2. Thank you, Queen. Up and up, we say thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you guys. And if you have not just subscribed to Queen C. Pinkston YouTube channel, the Caregiver channel, please do. Please do. Watch out, the general in the house. It's the general. Big up to you, General. Big up your late guys. The general is here. Thank you so much, General, for being here. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Hopefully one day we're going to meet up. You, me, Uncle, Trenchtown Grandpa, Jamaican Uncle, and the whole of we meet up in Canada. That's something we're looking forward to, you know, in the future. So thank you so much, guys. General, big up. You came at the tail end, but you can go watch the video, subscribe, and super slap me, get donation, channel, donate to the channel, General, everyone. I really appreciate it. I think tonight has been a great night. Mother's Day, it's been a night that is so special, and that which we have discussed and gone through, it is so fitting, very relevant, and as it relates to Mother's Day. So, guys, Sharon, thank you so much. Sharon. Oh my
Buy a cup of coffee. That's the quickest way we could do it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, guys, I want to say thanks to all those here tonight. Those who have left, Marcia, tired and had to go sleep. Marcia is such a great supporter. Doreen, Marie, everybody. Big up to Asha, everybody. It's Ali. Everybody, big up to you guys. Thank you so much for being on this live. And once again, thank you so much, Sharon, for coming in studio and has opened unto us a world of knowledge. We appreciate it. All right. Thank you so much. God bless you. Once again, happy Mother's Day. All right. And guys, if you happen to come across this channel for the first time, please do subscribe, like, comment, and also share. And thank you for being here. If you're new, you join this tomorrow or next day, whenever you see this thing at all. Anytime pop up on your thing, thank you. Welcome. You're home. I am _Rupert. And as I always say, guys, in all my videos, on my lives, in all their ways, sorry for looking down me along and read, see him, in all their ways, acknowledge him. He shall direct your path. Thank you so much. God bless you. Great night. Enjoy the rest of the week. In the name of the Lord. Bless you all. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you, Sharon.